First, the highlights. Lagos State government pledges timely completion of ongoing road projects. 48 million Nigerians still defecate openly as federal government suggests 1 million public toilets to end menace. On the foreign and French police remove pro-Palestinian protesters from Paris's Sciences Po University. In sport, Tottenham Forest manager gives update on fitness of Nigeria's Taiwo Baruwa. Now the details. I am Taiwo Baruwa. The Lagos State government, through the Public Works Corporation, has intervened on a total of 2,702 roads, covering approximately 431.2 kilometers across the state. Also, the Lagos State Infrastructure Maintenance and Regulatory Agency, La SMIRA, completed 7 major projects since inception of Babajide Sanwo-Olu administration aimed at achieving Dig 1 policy in eliminating fragmentary and constant digging of state roads and right-of-way by operators. Special advisor to the governor on infrastructure, Olufemi Daramala, who stated this while reading out the activities of the Office of Infrastructure in the last 1 year, said from May 2023 to date, 172 roads translating to 177.93 kilometers have been delivered, while 253 active projects translating to 298.22 kilometers will be completed. Daramala listed ongoing road projects to include Okwebi Mende Link Bridge and approach roads, Etiosa Lekki-Epe Expressway, Lagos Badagry Expressway, construction of Omo Creek in Ibejuleki, reconstruction of Old Ojo Road, Abiola Onijemo Link Road, West Bridge in Ifakwe-Ijai local government area, and Babafemi Dada West Bridge, and the Yinka Folari Jamiu Lawal Shalom Academy Road Network in Alimosho. The special advisor pledged that all ongoing projects in Lagos would be completed before the expiration of the Sanwo-Olu's administration.
This administration has continued to deliberately invest in infrastructure as a critical development driver of the state's economy, and along the line, providing hundreds of jobs for Lagosians as well as bringing immediate and impactful support to commuters. The Lagos State Ministry of Works and Infrastructure, Office of Infrastructure, has the responsibility to plan and implement the state's policies on works and infrastructure development.
In the same vein, Special Advisor to the Governor on Works, Adekunle Olayinka, who said 30 building projects have been completed out of 76 projects by the present administration in Lagos, appealed to the private sector to collaborate with the state government to effect key reforms in all sectors of economic growth of the state.
On this note, the charge the organized private sector to leverage the endless opportunity of the strategic position of Lagos State as one of the fastest growing economies in the world to be solution providers. As a state government, we will continue to maintain the available infrastructure and provide a conducive environment to accommodate growing and shifting population in Lagos State.
Lagos State House of Assembly Committee, our correspondent Adiola Akinele report that the Special Advisor, Office of Infrastructure, highlighted some of the challenges affecting sustainable infrastructure to include flooding due to climate change, silted and clogged drains, as well as road abuse, and appealed to residents to have attitudinal change towards public infrastructure. Now, the Lagos State House of Assembly Committee on Local Government Administration, Chieftaincy and Rural Development, led by its chairman, Sonny Okonlawon, has paid a familiarization visit to the Local Government Service Commission, LSGC, Old Secretariat Ikeja. Chairman, Local Government Service Commission, Kamal Bayewu, while welcoming members of the committee, gave a summary of the responsibilities, achievement, and progress of the commission so far, stating that the promotion and posting are done as at when due. Bayu, who mentioned the need for recruitment of staff in the unified local government system for more effective and efficient service delivery, said officers on level 17 in the local government system can now sit for the permanent secretary examination. Responding, the chairman House Committee, Sonny Okonlawo, explained that the rationale behind the visit is to familiarize themselves with the activities of the commission, know the progress and challenges, and also encourage the commission. He observed that one of the major challenges of the local government system is staff complaints about the proximity of their houses to the local government where they are posted, and advised that the commission looks into it. Earlier, the permanent secretary, Local Government Service Commission, Abosede George, spoke on extending the Sustainable Development Goals (SDGs) to the local government. Lagos State Government has commended journalists for their commitment to the tenets of the profession as they mark the 2024 World Press Freedom Day. Commissioner for Information and Strategy, Gbenga Motosho, in a statement said that the administration of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu will continue to encourage press freedom and provide an enabling environment for good journalism to flourish. Calling on journalists to rededicate themselves to courageous and objective journalism, Motosho quoted Governor Sanwo-Olu as saying, "The theme of this year's celebration of Press for the Planet, journalism in the face of the environmental crisis, lends credence to the need for professionalism to pay attention to the unconventional events that have confronted the environment, particularly climate change across nations." He urged policymakers, journalists, media personnel, lawmakers, social media users, and other stakeholders to embrace dialogue and ways to ensuring that journalism remains a beacon of hope. The Nigerian Army has announced the commencement of the recruitment application process for non-tradesmen and women. It made the announcement on its official X account, stating that the application is free and starts from May 3 to 4. The post said application is free and shortlisted candidates will participate in the state recruitment exercise scheduled from June 20 to July 3. Now to the rest of the stories. The federal government says about 48 million Nigerians will still engage in open defecation despite just a year left to the deadline to end the practice. Minister of State for Environment Ishaq Salako, who gave the figure in Abuja, said the country needed to build 1 million public toilets across the country, 6 geopolitical zones to end the practice. Salako spoke at a public hearing organized by the House of Representatives Committee on Environment, Water Resources, Works, Ecological Funds, and Emergency and Disaster Preparedness. The minister also stated that over 159 million Nigerians lack access to washing hands facilities, just as the country only has a little over 5,000 public toilets presently. And the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, has placed international schools charging tuition in dollars and other foreign currencies under surveillance as part of measures to reduce the pressure on the naira. EFCC head Media and Publicity Dele Oyewale reiterated that it is illegal for schools, hotels, and firms operating in the country to charge for services in foreign currencies. Oyewale explained that the 7,000-man special task force on dollar racketeers operating across the EFCC zonal commands is monitoring the schools and other organizations that might be involved in the illegality. In foreign news now. French police officers have entered the Paris Institute of Political Studies in Paris and removed pro-Palestinian student activities who had occupied its buildings to protest Israel's war on Gaza. Report says police on Friday moved into one of the buildings and removed more than 50 students who were staging a sit-in, including some who had begun a hunger strike. Speaking during the police intervention, the institute said it is seeking a negotiated solution to end the standoff with its students and some of its satellite campuses in Reims. Meanwhile, institute has been closed for the day on Friday with a heavy police presence around its main building. In sport now, Nottingham Forest manager Nuno Santo has given an update on Nigeria's Taiwo Baruwa, saying he is in contention to face Sheffield United at the Bramall Lane on Saturday. Santos says Awoni, who has struggled to stay on his feet this season, returned to full training this week. The 26-year-old last featured for the Tricketies against Brighton and Hove Albion last month. The Nigeria international has missed Forest's last 7 Premier League games. That's it on the news at 6. Just before we go, speed thrills but kills. Please do not drive beyond specified speed limits. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms. X Traffic Radio 961, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website at trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration supplied 86,000 dual furniture set to 775 public schools? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. The Lagos State Government, through the Public Works Corporation, has intervened on a total of 2,702 roads, covering approximately 431.2 kilometers across the state. The federal government said about 48 million Nigerians still engage in open defecation, despite just 1 year left to the deadline to end the practice. We also told you that French police officers have entered the Paris Institute of Political Studies in Paris and removed pro-Palestinian student activists who had occupied its buildings to protest Israel's war on Gaza. Finally, in sport, Nottingham Forest manager Nuno Santo has given an update on Nigeria's Taiwo Baruwa, saying he is in contention to face Sheffield United at the Bramall Lane on Saturday. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Adewale Oluboruku. I am Taiwo Baruwa. Thank you for listening. Good evening.